So first of all, I'd just like to introduce Nintendo Sushi, all the way from up north, the best Nintendo gaming podcast out there. Over to you, boys. There you go.
Hello, London, and welcome to the Nintendo Sushi live show. My name is Ace, and joining me here today, we have history's favourite president, Abraham Lincoln. Gabe, how's it going?
Pretty good, yeah.
You having a good time?
I'm having an awesome time.
Cool.
It's awesome.
So we're here at Retro Mania 2, which is held by the boys from Retro Asylum.
Woo!
Big it up for the
Just
Retro
me.
Asylum crew.
Just me, I think.
We have the most
That's the Retro Asylum
terrible
crew.
crowd in the world.
They're cheering the South.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Right, so we was invited to do a live podcast. We didn't plan anything because that's just the way we roll. And we listened to the Retro Asylum podcast last night, to the live one that they did, to see what their kind of vibe was. And they gave away like prizes and shit. So it was a bit last minute for any good prizes. But I just went into my bedroom and found what I could find, and then this is the prizes. So
You need to be getting excited. This is stuff that we found last night. We thought we need to give some prizes. We can't just come all the way down here and not have any prizes for people.
we've got a pillowcase that smells like Anne Frank.
Does actually, like, legitimate Anne Frank
I don't
smell.
know if it smells like my bag now. It still smells a bit like Anne Frank, yeah.
We still have a scent of Anne.
Yeah, it still smells like Anne Frank.
It does still smell like Anne Frank.
And we have some condoms to give away as well. So, I'm sorry the prizes aren't any better, but
Yeah.
we've got the mutual climax, so there's a bonus there. So if you like come and ask a question, answer a question or whatever, you can either have a couple of Johnnies or you can have a pillowcase that smells like Anne Frank. Okay. We know where Anne is.
This is the
got in
extra
mind.
large one for the big man.
Yeah. Right, so what we thought we'd do is discuss kind of, because obviously with Nintendo we're tired to do that a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll discuss the first Nintendo console you had and your like favorite games that you played then. Not now, not in retrospect, but like kind of when you was a kid, you was like, this game is amazing. You played the hell out of it. You probably play it now and it's terrible.
Yeah.
That's the best we could come up with at the last minute. So, Gabe, what's your first Nintendo console?
See, because I'm young.
The little baby.
I'm
Baby
a
Gabe.
baby. I'm a baby. My first major console I spent a long time on, I'm going to go with handheld. It was the Game Boy.
Well, that was 1989, so...
Yeah, but the Game Boy Color.
Okay.
So, a little bit later.
96.
So, yeah, my first one was the Game Boy Color, and to be fair, most of my choices were pretty cool. Most of the things that I was playing are still held up now. I played all the Pokemon games.
Show off.
Dragon Warrior Monsters, which is an amazing game.
Sounds like street trash.
But then it falls down on Yoda Stories, the Star Wars game that had an average of about 3 out of 10, I think most sites gave it.
Tell me about Yoda Stories.
Yoda Stories was awesome. The premise of that game was really good. It was like Luke Skywalker. It was like a sort of Link to the Past with Star Wars.
But am I right in saying this one's procedurally generated dungeons where everything's different every time
Everything's different every time, and like enemies will just appear in a wall, or you'll hit an enemy and he'll just teleport to the other side of the screen.
The best enemies are always in walls.
Yeah, I know.
I've always said that.
Yeah, that's why I like Link Between Worlds. So yeah, and that game, I love the hell out of that game. I played it so many times, and then when it came to like I was a bit older and went back on it, I was like, this is just technically flawed. This is street trash. Yeah.
Cool. Right. So my first Nintendo console was an NES, and
Old school.
Old school.
Granddad.
Well, actually, I had some Game & Watches, but that don't count, does it?
Yeah.
Right. So, and actually, they were pretty terrible.
Yeah.
To be fair.
No, the one that the Mario and Luigi one's pretty cool.
It's okay. Right. So for the NES, what was my games that I remember fondly? I've not played this in a long time, but probably Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, just because it was the late 80s, early 90s. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was the bomb.
That looks cool as well, that game.
Yeah,
that
but
cool
it's probably terrible. I mean, I ain't played it in 20 years, or 26, 27, 26 years or something. So there was that one. I remember that the jumping was a bit kind of retarded.
Yeah. Do you remember... I like Turtles in Time. I think that was like the one.
Yeah,
that was the one.
Especially when that came out for SNES.
Yeah.
That was like an awesome arcade conversion.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I think the SNES was the time when all the arcade conversions became legit.
Yeah.
Like Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Big up for Street Fighter.
Yeah, Street Fighter. Yeah.
There we go.
They've got some Street Fighter here as well. I've been playing that.
You have to hit the right nerve for people to cry. If we ever needed to cheer, we'll just say Street Fighter.
Street Fighter, yeah. That's it. We've got it. Yeah.
Right, so...
And the virtual console Street Fighter, what are you talking about?
Oh, the Virtual Boy, yeah. There's a Virtual Boy, like...
not Virtual Boy.
I don't know, like a console hack thing, where they've got Street Fighter 2.
And it looks amazing. Like, all the different levels, it's like elephants, in it, on that level.
On the different planes and stuff.
And
yeah,
on
it's really
different
cool.
planes, and it's got loads of depth to it, which looks really awesome. Depth.
Right, so there's Turtles. I had some really bad games, but...
You love Deadly Towers.
I didn't love Deadly Towers.
You like Deadly Towers.
Yeah.
Yeah, one guy. Deadly Towers!
Dude.
Street Fighter! There we go.
Me and you, we need to play some Deadly Towers
That had
together.
some good box arts, Deadly Towers.
Deadly Towers had some, like, seriously badass box art.
I know.
You played the game, and that was seriously not badass.
No.
At
It
all.
was bad.
It was bad.
And it was ass.
It was ass.
But it wasn't
okay.
badass.
I like what you did, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't very clever, but I admire it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and that's not going on my list.
No.
Okay. I played a load of this is still one that holds up today, like Mega Man. I played an absolute shit ton of Mega Man.
Which one?
I played 1 a lot. I played 3 a lot. And I can't remember if I had 5 or... I think I had 5, maybe.
Is it 5 or 4 that's supposed to be like... Is it 4 that's the best one by most people's
Well,
standards?
different people say different things. What's everyone's favourite Mega Man game? Put your fingers up. Anyone got
Anyone got a favourite Mega Man?
2
We got
Mega Man 2. That's
got 1. He's the guy that likes Deadly Towers, though.
X. We had an X shout from the sky over here.
Yeah, and Mega Man X. Is awesome.
Any other favourite Mega Mans?
The first one that I could complete, Mega Man X.
Mega Man
9.
9. Okay. My favourite's probably 3, I think. I just got played that one the most as a kid. And, like, it still smell like Anne Frank?
Yeah, it still does. I'm just checking.
Right, because, I played that, like, tons when I was a kid. I could, like, blast through that game, beat it no problem. I played it, like, 2 months ago. I couldn't even get past the first level.
Do you remember when I played Mega Man 1 and couldn't get past the first gun?
Yeah.
That little gun thing. We filmed it, didn't we? Because I was that bad at it. Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm bad at Mega Man.
Which shows just how much, like, the games have changed today. I mean, we've been going around playing the different machines. Obviously had a good stuff over on Donkey Kong on the main machine.
Yeah. Both got the high score.
I mean, official Donkey Kong machine, if any peoples are watching from the game police.
The official one, yeah.
Yeah, we've played that. You'll be gutted if you want proof.
Yeah.
Right, so someone come up, you can win a Johnny or a
Anne Frank
pillowcase, and tell me a game you played as a kid that was the bomb, but like you're playing it now and it's kind of...
Yeah, has anyone got any games that then were amazing, but now thinking back to it...
Come on, don't be shy. Street Fighter. Street Fighter don't even work now.
Not getting a
We're not getting cheers
anymore.
from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Freaking jeez. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Right. Anyone.
Let's have someone up. Come on, anyone.
Talk about being stood up.
I know, yeah. This is like... I feel like I'm at the restaurant.
And Andy's going to come out. There we go.
I felt like I was at the restaurant then, and I was looking around for a woman.
The girl didn't come up.
I'd ordered for her.
You can sit on my knee.
Yeah, come here.
Come sit on my knee.
Yeah, right here next to you guys.
You got to smell that to see if you want it first.
Does it smell like Anne Frank?
It smells just like Anne Frank. It smells lovely.
Well, you're talking.
Yeah, you're
right,
talking,
so what was it you wanted to ask me then, guys?
I want to know if there's a game that then you thought was amazing when it came out, but then you've played it later and thought, actually, that is crap.
For me, it's got to be Mortal Kombat. Back in the day, it really wowed me. I loved the digitized graphics. I loved the gore. Now, it's just an unplayable game, really. It's just...
Yeah.
You can't really do anything apart from fatalities, really. I played the Super Nintendo version. I do confess it wasn't as great as the Mega Drive version, which, it lacked the blood and stuff like that. But still, it's not really that great now. What do you guys think?
No, yeah, I struggle with... I'm really bad at fighting games, but... Mortal Kombat I struggle with even, I think that's some of them are really in depth, some of the Mortal Kombats, but that earlier one was just whatever. You know, it's just like button mashing kind of thing.
Did you guys actually ever play Pit Fighter?
Pit Fighter.
What are you guys' views on Pit Fighter? Anyone played Pit Fighter here? Worst game ever in the world, apparently. Anyone else? Pit Fighter? No. It's pretty naff, apparently. Yeah. It was just one of those games that looked nice, but at the moment it started moving, it didn't look very good. Had no moves whatsoever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably my game. Mortal Kombat then.
Mortal Kombat. That's a good choice. I like that.
And I'm still holding this, so I'm being filmed, and I'm holding this cloth. Where did you get this from, really?
We found it. And Frank.
Right, okay.
We found it in an attic somewhere.
So who are you going to give those condoms to?
You pick one. Take one if you want. I'll take several. Are you going to get lucky tonight is the question.
I don't think my wife would be too happy if I came home and I found those in my pocket.
Well, use them before.
It's me.
Well, we can give it to this man over here. This man over there with the glasses.
I don't think he'll need them.
No, I don't think he'll need them either, actually. He'll just be sitting there in his pocket, gathering dust.
They make good balloons, honestly.
But yeah, guys, loving the show. I'll hand you back over. Thank you very much for this cloth. I'll treasure it dearly.
Yeah, it's history. You've got history in your hands and in your nose.
Who would have thought? You can't even give condoms away nowadays. When did that become creepy?
No, yeah. When did that become creepy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, we'll go to the park later and give them
I
out.
suppose they are second-hand condoms, aren't they? I promise I've not opened them up, used them, and resealed them.
We'll sign them for you if you want.
Signed
It'll be
Johnny's.
worth more than in a few years.
It will. It'll be worth significantly less.
Yeah.
So what else do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about our trip down here. How crazy was that? Like, our trip down here?
It was just sat in a car, to be honest.
It was sat in a car most of the way, but we
were
were
singing,
dancing.
Oh, some good dance moves.
We're getting some good dance moves. Some dance moves. Do you want to do your dance?
You have to do things when you're going past other cars to kind of freak them out. So a good one's like the kind of like weird anti-gravity one. So kind of.
Yeah, that's what I was doing all the way. And you want to try driving and doing that? That is some high.
He did it.
I did it.
He did
it. Yeah.
Again, if there's any police, he was doing it in a driving simulator.
Yeah.
Crazy Taxi.
I was parked just doing that at the side of the road.
Let's talk about the best game here. What's the best game here? Let's talk about here.
Virtual Tennis.
Virtual Tennis, right? Seriously, that game is legit.
I remember that time when we got the Dreamcast out, and we was like, have we got any games for it? Like, we was looking through our old games. We found Virtual Tennis. So I was like, we'll go on that for a bit. So me and Ace went on that for, well, it started off about 20 minutes. And then we ended up doing it for a full day because Ace wouldn't let me leave.
It's true.
We were hungry. I needed the toilet. I had bags under my eyes. I was bloodshot. And you just won't let me leave because we're just obsessed with Virtual Tennis.
It's rad. It's the best game in the world.
Because it's so simple. It's so effective. It's that game. And everyone's ripped.
Everyone's ripped.
Tim
yeah.
Henman looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger in that game.
He's ripped to hell. No, that game's good. But I'm freakishly good on it, aren't I?
Yeah.
After this, I challenge anyone to a game on either Donkey Kong or Virtual Tennis.
I know what you're going to say the best game here is. Because it's the best game, in your opinion, ever.
What?
Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, but I play that every week. So
yeah, I know you do.
Like,
yeah. Well, we had a bit of fun on Double Dash as well, didn't we? We played Double Dash for a little
while. Yeah, played Double Dash for a little bit. We just did the stereotypical Nintendo things.
We straight
Double Dash,
to the GameCube.
Donkey Kong, Virtual Boy, NES.
And we're allowed to play Dreamcast
all the
now.
shit that we've got at home.
We can play Dreamcast now because of the friends. Sega and Nintendo, so we're allowed to play Dreamcast.
Who'd have thought?
We weren't being controversial.
Right, so come on, we want someone else who had something when they was a kid. They played it, and it's actually street trash now. Have the guys from Retrograde turned up yet?
Have we got them here?
Is the main man Marshall here? Come up.
Where are you? Come on up. Come on up. Winner Johnny.
A game you used to love as a kid, but it's street trash.
I'm trying to think of games we've done on our show that were pretty bad to go back and play. Oh, GoldenEye is the classic. GoldenEye is terrible.
Yeah.
Now. I mean, that always kind of annoys people. But then if you go back and play it now, you can't control it. It was great at the time, and it was a classic. But now it's kind of just terrible.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I like all the enemies with the same faces as well in GoldenEye. And their arms that are attached to the body. Square box heads, yeah.
It's just the whole stopping and aiming thing. you suddenly go, whoa, hold on, there's a guy.
Yeah.
You move your cursor and you go, oh, he got me. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. What else have I played? Trying to think things that sucked that are now alright. That's quite a hard one. You put me on the spot. What have you already said?
What was our first one? I said a Star Wars game called Yoda Stories, which is horrendous, but as a kid I was obsessed. Mortal Kombat, we've had Mortal Kombat, the first
Mortal
one.
Kombat. Oh, poor old Mortal Kombat. Oh god, what else would there be? I can't think of anything now. I'm going completely blank.
What was that one? Come talk about it. Get a condom.
You get a condom. Jack,
take your Johnny. There we go. A Johnny for Jack right there.
Yeah, well,
Two.
yeah.
He's an iguana. He's got 2.
It's to cover the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Right, okay, what was the show you had? Metropolis Street Racer for the Dreamcast. Did it have a red car on the front cover? Yeah, I remember. Right, yeah. Do you know what else was for the Dreamcast that was... We never actually... With the same day when we got the Dreamcast out. I don't know why we keep referring to this.
It was a good day.
I was like, I love snooker, which is a weird fact about me.
Oh my god, this game.
But I adore it, right? And there was like Jimmy White's Cue Ball 2 or whatever it was. Wait, has anyone actually got to the snooker?
I don't know how you play snooker on that game.
It was just a bee simulator. I was just flying around as a bee and I didn't know what to do. I was just like, what's this?
We was just a bee flying around Jimmy White's house. It wasn't a game.
I mean, it's a nice house, but...
And
I've always wanted to be a bee. But...
Yeah, that was... Maybe the way that you die is if you sting someone.
Yeah.
And that's how you lose. You got to not sting someone for a full game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was a particularly bad game. I mean, the snooker might have been alright, but we didn't know what to do. We was just flying around as a bee.
Exactly. And also here today as well, we've got a good few friendly faces that we recognise.
Yeah.
We've got the dude who converts Donkey Kong into like pineapples and that,
we have that guy, yeah.
But we've got Sami Chetin here. Sami, are you about?
Come on up, Sami.
Tell us, this dude is like the best Super Mario Kart player in existence.
Yeah.
Officially.
Come on, guys. Right, let's hear it for him. Let's hear it for Sami. Street Fighter! Hey!
I like Street Fighter as well, just for the record. Yeah, slight correction, UK #1, but I've had a few titles and few world records in the different modes. We do yearly world championships in France every year, so I'll be going again, taking a team of guys from the UK. So that should be a lot of fun, and still doing time trials, bits and pieces. Getting a bit older now, losing a bit of energy in my early 30s, so but hopefully can keep on going. So any questions?
Do you always wear... Yeah, I've got one. Do you always wear a SNES controller? Is that your trademark?
No, I don't wear it every day. I don't wear it to work, obviously, but just for the day, I keep it on me in case I lose it. That's why people in France sometimes wrap them around their waist and tie them up like a belt. I've seen that as well.
That's pretty cool. Just wearing controllers. I like that. My question is, have you ever won a prize as good as a Johnny? 2 Johnnies.
Okay, thank you. Do Nintendo consoles counts? I'd say they're nearly as good. Well, then for the last 6 years, quite a few of the DSi's, DSLs, 3DS, Nintendo Wii. The Nintendo Wii U is a prize for the top 5 this year, so I'm hoping I can get one.
We're rooting for you.
Yeah, okay.
We're rooting for you.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, is that Mario? Is that Mario Kart 8 that you have to play for that one, or is it?
No, it's just the tournament's always in the SNES Super Mario Kart, but they are giving Mario Kart 8s as prizes as well.
That's good.
Plus several other Nintendo-related prizes. So
I like the way Ellie was like, "I'm not gonna bother buying it because I've already got a copy. I'm not gonna buy a Mario Kart 8 because it's in the bag. If anything, I'll win 5."
Yeah, I'll try. I'll see what happens anyway. It's going to be a tough competition because there's more people coming each year. Everyone's improving, so there's always a few surprises, and he'll get into the top 5 or 10. But it's going to be on Twitch TV anyway, and there'll be some news on Nintendo Life nearer the time.
Yeah.
I'll put some stuff on my Twitter as well, so you can all watch it. It's from 12th till 17th of August.
Awesome. Yeah. Plug your stuff.
I can try and read my website. I've got loads of cards if anyone wants to have a card, see the website. But it's www.mariokartplayers.com/SMK. And for those of you who like the other Mario Kart games, we're also linked up to other people who run time trial sites for all of those. And there's going to be someone, I don't know who, creating one for Mario Kart 8 as well. So if you go onto that one, you can find the version that you like and get involved pretty much. So I think the tournaments and things have really picked up. Retro gaming events in the last couple of years, like we've got today. And I think, the main thing is not just playing the games, but the social atmosphere, meeting people, doing networking. So I think everyone around the world is doing more of that.
Yeah.
There was a big event called Stunfest in France a couple of weeks ago. Some of you may have been aware of. Some of the guys I know went there and done some kind of big show. So I think, the word's getting round. And it's nice to see that people are still playing on the old systems after this many years. I think back in the 90s, the perception was when one console's done, new console's out, that's it. Your old console locked in the cupboard.
Yeah.
That's what we all done when the N64 came out, and probably PlayStation 2 as well. But then a couple of years later, we're like, oh, fancy digging that out again. We pulled it out, plugged it in, carried on playing, and that's what we're doing today.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, thanks so much, guys. Have a good day then.
Yeah, you too, and good luck.
Enjoy them condoms. Right. Okay, yeah. Right, yeah, so that's cool. Are we calling that a day? We should have planned.
We should have. No, I like this.
I don't.
It's chilled.
Right, so we'll just one more Street Fighter.
Yeah, Street Fighter! Woo!
You've got such shallow minds. You forget so quickly.
I know.
Right, okay. Anyway, so I've been Ace. This is Gabe. And this has been the Nintendo Sushi Live podcast.
Our first live podcast.
Check it out.
Thank you. And I think there's a couple of Johnnies
left. There's a couple of Johnnies left. We'll leave them on the side. We'll throw them out, yeah.
Can I throw a Johnny? I'll tell you what, let's rip them up so there's even more. Look.
Alright, just chuck it. Ready?
Chucking Johnnies around
first
the room.
Come, first serve.
There we go. God eyes on them.
There we go. Yeah, God eyes straight.
God eyes straight in with them.
If his wife's watching.
Yeah.
Right, that's it. Cheers.
Cheers.
See you next time.
Bye.